Alright. I don't know if anyone can hear me now. Hopefully it's not a problem no more. Just refresh, please. Please refresh. That way I can continue. Like, I'll retitle this. I'll say this one was part one. I'll say that one was part one, and I'll say this one's part two, and that's all. Because, yeah, internet problems. Um. Oh God. Alright, so basically, it's like I just said before the internet issues came about. Literally, she showed zero signs of emotional grooming whatsoever. Any conversation that I had with her, she, she didn't do any of that shit. I still believe it to this day. She didn't do any of that shit. She didn't tell her to go do this, go do that. She didn't tell her to go off herself. She didn't tell her to strip. She didn't tell her to draw not safe for work art. Which, by the way, I'm gonna get to this right now. Which still to this day never mentioned. This is the thing, people. Nobody is gonna talk about this. Nobody will ever talk about this. She sure as hell won't talk about this because she's not trying to be transparent. In fact, that's the problem with a lot of the people in the Sonic community is they're never transparent with the shit that they do. They never will be. I'm gonna point this out with her where I remember still in those same calls in that same Discord where she was talking about she wanted to create a not safe for work Discord. I'm sorry, not Discord. She wanted to create a not safe for work Twitter. She was talking about this stuff at 16, 17. You want to know what we had to tell her? We legitimately had to tell her, no, go live your life. Live your life. Draw your art. Be happy. Go, like, seriously. Seriously, dead ass, real shit. We was out here, like, wondering, like, what the fuck? No, please, go draw. Draw your character. Go draw Iris. Go draw her with silver and be happy with that. We're not telling you to do all this other stuff. But you want to know the fucked up part about that is? This is not the first time that I've tried to warn her, or better yet, that anyone tried to warn her. Let me see. It shouldn't take too long for me to pull up. In fact, I should be able to pull this up right about now. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I'm gonna go ahead and have it like this. Like, I'm gonna send y'all my DM straight up from her old account when I was on her old account. I mean, sorry, when she was on her old account. Not I was on her account. When she was on her old account, and I messaged her. I legit messaged her. You guys can see it from here. You see the little tab that just came up right hand side. I'm gonna scroll all the way down till I find her. Late nights, yes, late night venting. But this is not the kind of venting that you'll be used to. This is the kind of venting where I'm actually calling someone out because this has been years and years and years and not even I'm talking about 2 years of fucking frustration that I can't just sit back and just continue to hold on to anymore. I've literally held on to this shit for this long. I'm done hanging on to it. And a lot of it is really Sonic drama bullshit, but I'm tired of hanging on to it. Because I'm tired of me, and I'm tired of a person that constantly gets this hate for 2 years straight for having to have bullshit like this come her way. But here it is right here. I'm going to show this message right here from this same person where at one point, literally on her birthday, I believe that was on her birthday, September 13th, 2021, where she tweeted out that she made a not safe for work account, and she was like, yay, I'm happy I finally made it. But the crazy thing is she made it literally just a day or two before. Who is this? Some Sonic Twitter artist that we used to know. And I say used to know because of the fact that she's not the same person she once was. But this is what I'm going to read here. Now, this was me. This was me here. I said, hello, Seiji. I'm aware this is weird coming from me, but I asked if I could have permission to file the not safe for work. I'll be filing on my own. But here's the deal. I backtracked. instantly backtracked. And I said, actually, I take that back. I would rather not. More so, I think it would be a good idea for you to spend some time being 18 for a bit. You're only 18 once. Enjoy it by being you. And by being her is basically just drawing your characters, having your fun of having your fun of being a Sonic artist, not running into this not safe for work shit so damn fast. Hell, I didn't even get to the not safe for work shit that fast, especially with Twitter. I told her this at the end. I said, I'm not going to tell you how to run your life. She's far past that. I'm not going to tell you how to run your life, but if you get into not safe for work, be extremely careful because you're going to find some things that's going to really fuck you up mentally. Which is still the case even till now. Like, some of y'all got not safe for work Twitter. Y'all know what that shit like. Yeah, it can be wholesome on the outside that y'all don't know of. But still, you get too deep into the shit, you're gonna find some shit you wish you didn't want to find. And I've seen a lot in my days with the not safe for work community, and still do see it because I'm still with them. That these motherfuckers are crazy. And yeah, it's true. Anything with not safe for work is definitely a lot. It will never not be something like, it'll never not be something weird. But what I do know is this, plain and simple, is I'm tired of these people saying that I'm a groomer defender because of what Cosmic Pussycat had to go through. Where she legitimately has to power through a lie for 2 years because this exact person that I sat up there and showed the message to from that point in time is legitimately calling her a groomer. Luna, I'm gonna ask you this question. Tell me, this is you outside of sign community, but because so I'll definitely be able to get a good answer from you. 100% brutally honest, all straight up you, and that's why I love you so much. I want you to tell me if this is considered grooming to you. I'm going to tell you what Cosmic did and why it came out the way that it did. So, back in December, 2 years ago? Last year, 2 years ago, I think? Yeah, I think it was 2 years ago. 2 years ago, yeah. December 2 years ago, that exact person I DM'd about the not safe for work account, we knew her on a very good level. We used to be in Discords together, all three, four, five of us. So Cosmic found out from her Christmas, Christmas was coming up. Chaos Vultures was not gonna get anything for Christmas. On top of this, she was in the hospital. So what Cosmic did was she called her parents, she talked to her parents, and she gave the go, and she asked if they could get the go ahead to get her something for Christmas. Obviously, her mom approved. So what did they do? They got her the following. They got her a Nintendo Switch, which is $200. They got her an iPad, which is an extra $200. On top of getting her a couple games, which you know is probably around $40, $50, $60 of itself for the Switch so that she could play the games. And I think that was really it, as far as I know. Actually, no, I take that back. As far as I also remember, they got her a flyer and some other accessory stuff. They got her all of that for her Christmas while she was in the hospital. This is for someone that's about to go from getting absolutely nothing for Christmas to having a damn good Christmas. Now, that same person that same person that got all of that stuff for Christmas basically turned around and said, I was emotionally groomed by this person, by Cosmic. Not just for getting those products, but for the for the advice that, or for the quote unquote advice that they were giving, or whatever kind of fabricated shit that was coming up. But the biggest one, at least as far as I know, the biggest one that was given was, she said, Cosmic Pussycat took my friends away from me. Now, those friends are still with me in the server, but I'll talk about them in a minute. I don't know why that's groans for grooming. I don't know if you meant to say, I don't know if you mean that. I don't know why that counts for grooming, but if that's what you meant to say for that, here, no, she didn't ask for it, but at the same time, she wasn't gonna have anything for Christmas. She was literally about to be in a hospital having nothing for Christmas. I don't know why that's grounds for grooming. Oh, okay, yeah. That's what you meant to say, yeah. Yeah, she didn't ask for this stuff, but at the same time, she did need a new iPad. I do remember that particular one, because I remember her iPad, she kept complaining about it, saying that it was dying on her or some shit like that. So that was the one thing she probably did want, and she got it. The crazy thing with all that is, she was like, I just find it so crazy how, if this is for a friend, a close friend, that's a big penny for anyone to drop. Yeah, at the time, well, yeah. I mean, let me put it like this for how the relationship went, at least as far as I know. For Cosmic, she treated her like she was a sister, like she was giving, she was legitimately giving her advice to get out of, stay away from the trouble when it went to the side community. You know, do your work, have fun with your art. Don't do the, don't get into specific shit, bad shit. That's how it all went. That's as far as I know. There's more to it with this. Trust me, there's a lot more to it with this. But I'm not going to get too much into it, because I'd rather have her explain it on her own time, which she already did. She already did. But I just find it so crazy how one person can go from from the best of friends with this one great person. She got you all of this. She gave you good advice. She stopped you from doing shit that would have potentially got yourself killed, or got yourself, emotionally messed up. You go from that to immediately saying, "Oh, this person emotionally groomed me, and I want nothing to do with her anymore." Now, when it goes to the, "Oh, she took my friends from me" part, that I can explain, because, like I said, I'm still with those people. I still talk to those people even today. They still DM me. Yes, she accepted the gifts. Oh, she accepted the gifts. She still uses those gifts. She still uses that iPad. She still uses she still uses that Nintendo Switch. She still has them. She ain't get rid of them. She never will get rid of them. But when it goes to the, oh, she got rid of, she again, when it goes to her saying that she got rid of, she took my friends from me. Here's the deal: when she did what she did, when she completely backstabbed her and told her that, oh, she took my friends from me and this and that. The way how she did this is she legitimately went back to Twitter and dropped a whole thread. I don't know how far back I can go, but I can try. She literally dropped a whole thread and literally just name dropped all of it and just came up with all of this. But when it went to when we saw that, when I saw that, when her best friend saw that, this was where shit really started to hit the fan just as much. Where I asked for their permission if I could record their thoughts in the matter. They agreed to do so. Now, to put it simply, we of course had a lengthy discussion about it, and we were not only surprised, but we weren't happy about it, because it was like, it felt like we just wondered, like, what made her do this? What caused her to do this? We still ask to this day what caused her to do this. The problem with all of that is that whole audio that was recorded, of course, that got put out to the public. Now, some people that heard that audio, they still have it. They still have it. But this is what I do know. Her best friends did not apologize for that. And I'll be honest, I didn't apologize for that either, because the thing is months later, she came by to DM me to apologize to me. Because she legitimately said in that audio that there was a good portion of that audio that was correct. That she really did, that she did do that. She did lie about that. Not only did she do that, but she wanted me to forward that message over to her best friends and have it so that she could apologize to them, only to find out that she didn't apologize to any of them, and one had to wait a full month to get her response to see if she wanted to give an apology. And the only time that she reacted was when that one best friend blocked her. So basically, to put it short, the only person that she apologized to out of this whole debacle was me. She didn't apologize to Cosmic for lying about the grooming. She didn't apologize to her best friends for basically not only backstabbing them and talking shit on them, but to basically ruin 10 plus years of friendship. Ruin years worth of friendships that she's had with them. So now to fast forward into this year, even now, she's still dragging this person's name under the mud. She's still dragging Cosmic's name under the mud. Of course, Cosmic had enough of it. You know, when you're constantly being called a groomer time in and time out for 2 years straight, is going to eventually want to tick and make you want to read messages and be like, this shit is still going on. Eventually, it came ahead. Eventually, it came ahead because she decided to recently come out and put out a little audio here where I'm not going to link it to y'all, but you'll see it for yourself. Where it's right here. out of 2 years worth of frustration, 2 years worth of taking all of this, eventually you're gonna want to get tired of it when this one person over and over and over and over again still causes you this much pain, telling you what you're not. Keep calling you oh groomer, oh you emotionally groom me, you don't think that's not gonna do something to your mental state, then I don't know what does. Now here's the deal. What was that banner? I'm not gonna show you that banner, Masha, because I'm not trying to get in trouble. I did my fastest to scroll by that banner. But to put it simply, Chaos has put up a lot of pain. Yeah, just know it's not safe for work. I'll put it like that. But yeah, Chaos has not only given this person a lot of pain, but she's given pain to the people that she cared about the most, the people that really know her the most. But the thing is, though, it's not just her. The fucked up part is not just her. There's one other person that's highlighted here. It's this person right here. Now, I'm going to let y'all know right now in a couple of minutes, if you guys are really willing to hear what else I'm going to have to say here. Because I'm tired of, again, like I said initially, I'm tired of holding all of this in. This person, by the name of Siren Slut Arts, she did some very graphic shit. To not just to me, but also to Cosmic, but also to Chaos, who doesn't realize it and still don't realize it, in my opinion. But to a lot of people. So I'm going to give y'all a few minutes. I'm giving you that warning. Because what I'm about to mention next, it's going to get a bit much. So, y'all have at it. Y'all can give me y'all answer from there. I'm going to sip a little bit of this Kool-Aid. Alright. Alright. Y'all got a full minute. I'm going to ask y'all this question to the people that are in the chat that are still listening. Are you okay with what I'm about to mention here? Because I'm going to let you know it's going to get quite graphic with how all of this got to this point. Well, not just this, but at least in my opinion, I feel like it was some influence from this particular person that led Chaos to betray, not just me, but to betray Cosmic as well. Yes, this is venting about a lot of drama situation that happened 2 years ago that I've been doing my best to suppress and not tell any of you guys because it felt like it wasn't worth the trouble. And honestly, you can make a case it still isn't worth the trouble. But I need to get all of it out. All of it out. Because then if I don't, I won't feel a lot better afterwards. Alright, no comments? Alright. So when I mentioned for why we don't know why Cosmic did what she did. I'm sorry, not Cosmic, for why Chaos did what she did, why Chaos Voltage did what she did, where she just sat there and started throwing everybody under the bus. We feel like a lot of that probably has to do with Siren S Art sitting up there and having some key influence to do so. Now, remember what I told y'all to hang on to the grooming definition? One of the three grooming definitions where it was accusations, intimidation, anger, and control. Siren has basically shown to have been doing this to a number, and I mean a number of people, and a lot of them were adults, that she did this to. She did this to me, for an example. I'll go ahead and do this with me. Now, for y'all that don't know with me, I'm gonna be real. I'm a fucking pervert. Okay? I'm in some not safe for work servers. Not safe for work art. Not safe for work when it goes to the Pornhub. Not safe for work when it goes to really both avenues of that. But this is where the not safe for work portion of it got taken a step further. I'm going to explain here. I have to take a deep breath because I know this is about to get nutty. So, Siren opened up a not safe for work Discord that wasn't your typical not safe for work Discord. It was a spot where people were allowed to come on in and, of course, expose one another. So, basically, that's what a lot of people in the server did. They did just that. And, of course, you already know I'm no exception. Now, not everyone did that. Not everyone did it. Some people, obviously, they didn't do it. Of course, because they were shy to do so. And for them, I'm happy they didn't do it because of the situation at hand now that I'm about to mention with y'all. So, there were times where Siren got to go over to see Cosmic. With how this went was one of the times where they were at, I guess I don't know how many times they visited one another, but this one particular instance where they did visit one another, it didn't exactly end well. I'll just say it like that. But before it even got to that point where it didn't end well, to the point where she was leaving, Siren was telling Cosmic, she was talking shit about people's back, basically. About the people that she used to be friends with, about the people that she was friends with, best friends with, to even the people that was in her server, where they was exposing one another. And what she would do, of course, is she would body shame them. Of course, I was no different. Not only did she body shame me, but she decided to take it upon herself to tell Cosmic that, of course, I was an annoying person, that I was this and I was that. And of course, Cosmic, with the reply, told her, okay, if he was annoying, why didn't you just tell him? She didn't say anything. She had nothing to say. Not only did she have nothing to say about that, but she also sat up there and dragged down the people that were literally just as loyal as they were to her. I'm not gonna mention who. I'm only gonna mention it on my end because it's like there's more of this that y'all can look up. There's actual documents and comments that people, actual documents and actual comments that people decide to lay out on Twitter for everyone to see. Be like, yo, this is what she was really doing to these people, and it's further and further and further proof to the point where they're not even on Twitter anymore. They're not on Twitter anymore. They're not on Discord anymore. They're not on any of these spots anymore. And I'm happy they're not. But what they did to me with the manipulating is by the time that she got back from wherever she went, she decided to DM me and tell me her portion of the story. And she got me away from Cosmic for at least a few months because she told me that, she told me, Cosmic did this to her. No, like, yeah, like Cosmic did this. Her boyfriend did that, this, that. And she legitimately really wanted me to not tell her the truth. Like, she persisted on me not telling her the truth. She wanted me to cut her off. And that was exactly what I did. I ended up having to cut her off. I cut off Cosmic for at least 3 to 4 months, as far as I remember, probably longer. And it was the most terrible lie I had to come up with to do so. Where I had to tell her, my mom didn't want you to talk with us anymore. That was the most horrible lie I could have ever thought of. Y'all can already imagine what her reaction was. She didn't exactly take it too well, seeing as, of course, I was one of the most loyal people to her, seeing as I always promote out her art. I'd always, support her when I can. I support anybody, any artist when I can. Y'all know that if y'all follow me. Y'all know that if y'all around on the server. I love promoting artists. I love having a chat with them. I don't give people problems when it goes to the arts. Never have, never will. But when it went to that particular moment, it didn't exactly make me feel good to lie about the one person that always kept it 100 with me, and I kept it 100 with her. She always told me, we always, whenever we needed advice, whenever we needed help, we were there for one another. But Siren got into my head. She got into other people's heads. She wasn't a good human being. It doesn't help that her boyfriend wasn't a good human being either, seeing as dude was out here drawing child porn. And yes, I did not stutter when I said that. Which is exactly what he was doing. All of these people were horrible human beings, which luckily I didn't get to necessarily know all that much, but this is what I do know. I knew Siren enough to the point where I thought that I had trust in her, only to find out that this is what the fuck she was pulling. And it's why I feel like that her manipulation with what she did to adults, what she did to me, what she did to plenty of others, it's not a stretch to say that she wasn't doing that to Lee either, that got her away from Cosmic as well. Not just her, but a couple other people too. So the crazy thing is, with that alternative definition of what is a groomer, where they said, you don't have to be sexually interested in them to groom them. How about what Siren did? I wonder if people ever looked at it as that. Let's take a look at the amount of grooming that she did on a lot of people, where people were scared to even speak up about what she had done because she would just use her influence on what she had on the community. She had like 15K followers on Twitter, and she would use that as a weapon to attack anyone that would dare even speak up against her, whether it be on Twitter, whether it be on Discord. She would get you canceled immediately for speaking up about him. No matter how real you kept it, they would believe the lie. You can take the most realest person possible that you know, and they would be like, look, no matter what, we're not going to believe you. We're going to believe what this person had to say, and that's that. The fucked up part is what I just mentioned with that, with what Siren did. That's what that's what Chaos Voltage is doing currently, the Cosmic Pussycat right now. Still calling her a groomer. Still making it so that no matter what, she can't speak her mind without people trying to cancel her every step of the way. Where, if anyone knew the true story of how all of this came about, who knows where we'd all be? You know, who knows what would really happen right now? You know, would Cosmic still be on Twitter as frequently as she would have been back then? Would Chaos Vulture still be on Twitter? Would anyone still be on these platforms? Would anyone still be doing these arts? Would anyone be really getting their life ruined to the point where it has to go to legal action? It has to go to court for it. Those questions for me will forever be raised, but this is what I do know. I've sacrificed a lot over this whole drama situation. You know, I dealt with depression over this whole drama situation. It was not fun to have to get on Twitter and lament my thoughts and vent my thoughts about, you know, because of the fact that I was being labeled as a groomer defender. You know, that's all people were telling others was that, he's with Cosmic, he's with Master Cat, you know, don't associate with him. He's a groomer defender, you know what I mean? He's a terrible person, he's a bad person. That's all I was told. I never got the chance to really speak I never necessarily got the chance to really speak what I had to say. But I'm happy I got to speak what I got to say on my own platform. I'm happy that, you know, the screenshots that were leaked to get Siren and to get her boyfriend out of here, I'm happy those came out. Oh, and by the way, people, that was not her under the burner accounts. That was someone else under the burner accounts. But I will confirm this, though. That was likely Cosmic that sent the person that owns the burner accounts the screenshots and the video recordings, because let's be honest, at the time, we all don't remember, Siren and Cosmic were just as tight. So who's to say that she didn't get those messages from someone else? She got those messages probably from her, and the unsolicited nude picture that she clearly did not want. So if anything, it's funny how this person's being labeled a groomer, but she literally just helped you get one groomer out of your community. But she will never get that thank you. She will never get that thank you. Not only will she not get that thank you, here's the deal. She's not going to get that thank you for a lot of the other toxic drama situations that goes along in that community. This is why I tell y'all, for any artist that is here, for any artist that looks at this, or if you're in the Sonic art community and you don't know much about it, don't get too further into all this shit. Please, whatever you do, don't get too further into it. If anything, stay the way that you are. Just do your Sonic art, be you. Let let the good people in the community come to you. They will come to you. Ask my man Jerber. Jerber Traveler. I known him from Sonic Arts. Now look at him. Dude is completely taking a different path in art. He's not even doing that shit anymore. Like, he does Sonic art, but he don't do it as much as he used to, and I'm happy for him. He's doing so many other things. He's doing human arts. He's doing dragons. He's doing ad-ops. He's doing all types of stuff that whatever comes to mind, he's doing it. Um, Provided Duck's still doing Sonic Arts as it is, but he has a very nice community of his own too, and I'm very happy for him. And I hope he continues to keep that up. My last comments with this is gonna go with this. It's the flaws that I made by being in this Sonic community. Before I end this stream here, and I hope to God I never have to speak on any of this stuff again. Now, I didn't cover all of it. The reason why I didn't cover all of this is because in some points it was either already settled, or in this case, it needs to be settled like through their own voice. For me, it's settled off the fact that it's linked to like 2 or 3 different portions of this whole long story drama situation. Like, my portion of it is linked to those. That's why I had to come on to explain all this. So basically, I've done my fair share of evil with the Sonic community. Now, I'll explain. One portion of it I've already did, where I said there was a minor that I was speaking with to try to get them away from terrible people. That minor went along to go talk with people that who I thought were bad people. And of course, I'm being outed as a gaslighter or whatever the fuck it is. Of course, I didn't take that too well. So I messaged the person who I was speaking with at the time, and I threatened them. That didn't go too well. Now, how I went about this was, of course, I deleted the tweet. I messaged the person directly. I gave my apologies to them, and I kept it moving. But that wasn't my only bad instance with the Sonic community. If y'all remember what happened with the Smash community, where the whole sexual allegations and everything that was coming up, there was one particular one where I hopped on Twitter. I see someone that was upset that they were kicked out of a Discord over it, and I got involved into the little Twitter spat with them, only to find out that I didn't know that the owner, of course, I questioned whatever the fuck it was about when it went to the whole allegations, and I didn't know that the owner of such said Discord was a rape victim. I'm talking about the Chaos Spirit, if anybody knows who the Chaos Spirit is. She sadly is one of those people, because she made it known out. She made it known on that Twitter one day where she was as such, and of course she didn't feel good emotionally about it. So of course I didn't feel good emotionally about it either. Now, would I have wished to apologize to the Chaos Spirit? Of course, I still would like to this day, but will that ever happen? I very much doubt it. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that because, if I harp on it too much, then I'll never really move on for what I had done. I'm happy she's living her best life. I'm happy I'm living my best life, plain and simple. There's only so much I can do from there. I just hope that explains all the bad that I did within that community. Because, look, if that's all the bad that I did within this community, then I'm happy I got out when I did. Because it's a lot more worse, and it can get a lot more worse and a lot more dangerous when you stick with it too long. Till then, I'm done. happy for everyone that came in to listen in. I'm happy for the I'm sorry for the disconnect that happened earlier, but I just feel happy that I finally got this out of my chest. And I hope I never ever have to explain any of this stuff again. Y'all know I don't stream at no 3 a.m. in the morning unless I got something to get off my chest. Till then, you guys have yourself a good night, and I hope I can see you for the new schedule for this upcoming week. Go Bengals. Hope they win the Super Bowl. Peace.